I'm just going to take 2 or 3 examples. £40,000 was taken away from the former Players Association. Now, that's not the players that played under Sir Alex Ferguson or even in the last 10 years. The players from the 1960s and 70s.
Yep.
I look at that and have a little bit of knowledge of the club. Obviously, I haven't been there for 25, 30 years. I just look at that and I think it's £40,000 from players who are giving a lot back to sort of the local community. They're obviously big supporters of United. Why not look at that 40,000 and put Harry Maguire and Bruno in a dinner? Sell 1,000 tickets for 30, 40, 50 quid, raise the money through a dinner, maybe do a raffle and auction, give the ex-players their money, and do it in a way whereby you're not looking like it's a cruel decision, which it is. Why would that not be looked at as a shopping list of things? Oh, that's got a health warning to it. They're former players. They're people who do a lot of good for them. I'm not talking about the sort of, this isn't the players who played my era, the players from the 70s and 80s. Why would that decision be made?
Well, nobody suggested that. Because I would have...
Wow. Pause. Wow. Saeed. You see the clouds?
Wow.
This guy, Saeed, that's how detached he is. You know, I told you, what was I telling you in the past couple of weeks and months? This guy is so detached.
Also, Gary Neville, big up to Jason. Gary Neville could also do this as well. And he could. Gary Neville could do this as well.
Gary knows. Gary could do this. Gary, he's got that money business. He makes that amount of money from Manchester United and everything else. He could do this like that.
But he's not employing them, and therefore that's why he's asking the question, which is a fair question. But for me, look, it's the way he just says, that's a good idea. No one asked me that. Look at this.
Well, nobody suggested that. Because I would have I would have supported that. But
Jim, that alarms me because
whoa, Nuruddin, the first bit of listen. Yo, watch the hand movements, Nuruddin. Watch the hand movements. Watch this. Well, wait. I'm not done here yet. But then Gary Neville's got in there quick.
I would have supported that. But
Jim, that
but let me speak.
Body language, Saeed.
Yeah, body language, man. Listen, pay me the money. Pay me the 170 grand a year, man. Whatever they're paying them, man. Saeed. You know what I was learning.
Body language, 75% of people communicate with their body language.
Yeah, no, facts.
You know what? On this interview, I have to watch it twice or 3 times because I'm going to do a video about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I have to watch it, and I'm going to watch it one more time when I wake up tomorrow because I really want to get an insight into the whole body language and dissect it.
Simmer down.
He's telling Gary, remember the apartments, lad. He's giving him the five apartment blocks. Is that what you wanted? Part of the regeneration?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Don't forget the 5, mate. Don't forget the 5.
Yeah.
And Saeed, by the way, the guy that he's throwing one person they sacked, who had a ludicrous job. So you're telling me majority of people, Saeed, we know some of the people that work there that were on 25 grand. Some of them on 30 grand. Some of them, and they were doing important jobs at the football club.
Of course.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Right, let's see what he's got to say.
Alarms me because if people aren't suggesting that to you at the club, then
I don't think the people at the club they're not, you know, most of the people at the club, they're not cruel or heartless people. But I think
it's 40 grand.
Yeah, I know, but you know, there's
Harry and Bruno can just turn up for a dinner, raise 50, 60, 70, 100 grand for them. Why didn't the current players put a grand each in for them? You know what? Things like that. If it came,
bro, relax, man. That ain't gonna happen, man. You know what I mean? Come on, Gary Neville, man. You know what I mean? Yo, listen.
Listen, this is where Gary has to go. Oh, you know what? I don't want people thinking we're in the regeneration thing. So I've got to be like the working class lad. I've got to fight for the work. I've got to be like the working class lad of Manchester. Nah, mate. That means
but it's not from the owner's pocket, man. Gary, why do you say, Nuruddin? Give him the money. Give him the money.
Let me say something that is simple. Majority of footballers have got contracts.
Yeah.
If they have to give it out of their own wages, they're not going to be contractually be told to give the money to charity. You have to come from them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And apparently, Bruno wanted to pay. Like he wanted to pay for the FA Cup.
Oh yeah, for the
trip, for the coach. Yeah, he wanted to pay. And the club said to him, no, you're not doing it.
Yeah. Right, let's
Gary Neville is waffling. But people, listen, I haven't liked we got on the video. I haven't liked we got on the video because we're not going to stop. We're not going to analyze this unless we get to 500 likes.
Yeah. What are we on now? We are 318.
Right. Hit the 50. Hit the 500 likes and then we'll carry on, people. Seriously.
Yeah. Come on,
You gotta
people.
like,
Let's
like
like
the video. You gotta like the
Yeah,
video.
let's like
This
the
is
video.
late. This is late
Come
night,
on.
man.
Came to me and I was looking at a decision like that, and these guys who've been putting so much time into the club over so many years, you know, it just looks, why can't we reinstate that?
Well, maybe we can. I don't know. I can have a look at it, but I'm not
I think that would be
aware
good.
at that level of, honestly, going, I'm not aware of that at that
Detail.
level, at that level of detail. To be honest with
But
you,
these
I think though, you know, if you just step back just for a second and look at the bigger, I mean, you know, the philosophy is if you look after the pennies, the pounds look after themselves. All right. So I don't think we can say, well, we can overlook the little.
This ain't a Tesco, bro. You hear what he said? If you look after the pennies, Saeed.
Yeah.
This ain't a life
Every little helps,
saving
basically.
mortgage. Saeed, majority of football owners in the Premier League lose money. Majority of football clubs lose money. Majority owners put in their own money. This ain't that. I want you people to flipping understand. Football is business, but football business is different than any other business.
No, because you've got livelihood. It's livelihood. It's also just a general, like, you know.
Saeed,
like,
no, because your majority of owners, Saeed, put money in, they lose money. They don't.
It's business. That's how business run. Yeah.
And business and real business is run differently, where you don't lose money. You know what? You try to cut things, and then you get advice on how to get the business more efficient, and you do it like that. But in football, if you know football club, I know that you cut things, you sack half of the workforce, and then you expect it to be successful. Unless that you're only interested in the dividends, and you're only interested in the regeneration area to get that money from the rent and all of that kind of stuff from the government. That is the only thing. If you're interested in those
I
things,
agree.
Then yeah, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Things will just attack the big things. I don't like that, because that confuses people, and ultimately people then start to make their own decisions about the big things. And I think, you know, that philosophy of and spend the money like it's your own money. But you're right. I mean, it does have. You know, the club has got community responsibilities as well, and it's sort of part of the community.
Yeah.
But if I can say that Manchester United has lost money for the last 7 years, and it's something like in the last 4 years alone, it's lost 330 million pounds.
It's horrific.
That's a third of £1 billion in the last.
You know, the question would have been why?
That's again. But you don't want to say why, because obviously he's partners with the Glazers. You can't say it, and that is obviously something that, you know, should have been answered. But let's see.
4 years.
Yeah.
During that period of time, he's been recruiting lots of new people on top of a workforce which was already enormous. So, you know, we finished up with 1,150 people. We've increased the cost base of running. So if you look at a couple of really simple numbers in the last 7 years.
Please, I need to give a reference. I need to give a context. Real Madrid as a football club employ over 3,000 employees. Let me repeat for the people at the back here, all your bootlickers. 11. Liverpool employ over 1,000 workers. Saeed, Liverpool are the only equivalent to, and Manchester United in terms of size. How much bigger are we from Liverpool, Saeed? Not in terms of global reach, but in terms of football club. Manchester United, bigger stadium. We have more propaganda, more marketing. We have more branding. We have a bigger thing than Liverpool. Yeah. Real Madrid, Saeed, we're classed, right? If we make earnings like Real Madrid, and we're in the top 3 in world football earners, right? Top 3. Real Madrid have 3,000 employees, right? Jim the Rat is trying to make it out 11,000. It's some sort of like
big number. Yeah, he's exaggerating. Yeah.
You know what? Liverpool, who have the same history as us, global reach, they're much smaller, in a smaller city, have 1,000. Perspective, people. I come with the fucking receipts. Majority of you bootlicking, keep licking.
2016. We increased the cost of running the club, which are the operating costs of running the club, so just the people and the fixed costs, if you like. So all the costs, excluding the player costs, we increased the cost by £100 million in the last 7 years, since 16. and the player salary bill increased by £100 million. So that went from 150 to 250. This went from 170 to 270. And in that period of time, the top line, the revenue, increased by only £100 million.
So £170 million deficit.
So you just finish up with a situation which is on television. It doesn't work. If every year you spend more money than you earn, ultimately that's the road to ruin. And unfortunately, and it's not until we mentioned it a couple of times today, it's not known, Manchester United would have run out of money at the end of this year. November this year, the club runs out of cash.
Do you realise how?
Is he exaggerating?
Saeed,
Or do you
Saeed,
think
let me just say this. Saeed, let me just say this. Please let me say this, right?
Yeah. That's a big statement, you know.
No, Saeed, let me just say this, please, because you know what? This is the worry tactics. Oh, our club is gonna.
Yeah.
Saeed, let me just break this fucking down. You run a business, Saeed. Let's say me and you run a business, right? Nur and Saeed are running a business. Unfortunately, Saeed, we are out of our debt. We are out of our debt. We've managed the business. The business is going into, like he said, we're overspending more money than we make. Yeah. What in normal business world, what do people do? The business is in trouble. They have to sell it. You have to sell the flipping business because you can no longer, you're not fit for purpose to manage that football. But he tried to use the emotional manipulation to go, Manchester United could have been a rat by Christmas. Manchester United would have run up. Are you taking the fucking piss? Manchester United made over 600 million in revenue last season. Are you taking the biscuit? No.
But he's trying to say, just to play devil's advocate, he's saying that because of the cost, what United were doing, it wasn't making enough money and we're basically losing money.
Yes, but Saeed, that means whoever the leader of the business have mismanaged the club so badly that it got to that stage. And Saeed, what comes next? What happened with Gillette and Hicks at Liverpool?
They sold.
Liverpool, and
they got out.
The banks were going to take Liverpool, and then people care. What's the name? FSG came up and said they bailed it out. So that's what you say. That's what you do. If you know, you know. But majority of the bootlickers, the majority of sheep of United fans, are gonna be like.
They look at the headline though. This is the thing though. It's headline kind of almost like commentary. Like you look at a headline, you're thinking, "Wow, man, Ineos have saved us." You know what I mean? Like that's what it will come up.
That is a lie.
I know.
The bootlickers and the sheep are gonna buy this. They're gonna buy this. Man United were never gonna go out of business. There would always be people who'd be interested to take the football club from the Glazers. He bailed them out, Saeed. And remember all the videos I made with you. Remember all the arguments and debates that we had when I was telling you the club is losing money. The Glazers have run out of ideas. The mismanagement. The end days are coming. Do you remember all the things that I've been saying?
Yeah.
This is what it's become. At the end of the day, he's trying to emotionally manipulate the fan base into go, look, I have to step in. We've had to sack people. No, you spent 30 million in the first 7-8 months of being in Manchester United. Your mistakes cost the club 35 million. And you know what? You sacked 200 million when you over 250 people when you first came in. You had to then sack to recoup that money for the 35 million in mismanagement that you did, the incompetence you did. Forget the fucking decades-old Glazers, what they've done, what you did.
You're almost kind of like, you know, it's like doing something and then just trying to undo it and then try to save yourself. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? In a moment, he's going to come in. I've warned you people. I've had to give $300 million to the football club. Saeed, if you look at the deal that Ineos did with the Glazers,
it was a bondage. It was had to,
They already agreed. But look how he spins. Watch how he spins it.